I've always liked working with animals. When I was 8, one of my aunts randomly gifted me a baby terrapin, a type of aquatic turtle. The turtle was able to fit on a quarter. It was meant to be a gimmicky pet. My aunt expected it to only live a year. It felt wrong when she gave me a bag of rice and told me to feed it to my turtle. I went online and researched the correct foods and habitat for my turtle, and almost 9 years later, it's still with me and has grown to the size of my head. In high school, I began working at Deer Hollow Farm, a non-profit educational farm. I don't work with animals just because they're cute and fun. I enjoy how they challenge me to understand things better and always search for more answers. One day, while working at the farm, a lady asked me why all female rabbits always chewed at what looked like a fat scarf of fur around their necks. I realized I actually didn't know, so I went home and did some research. The scarf of fur was actually called a dewlap, which a female rabbit will pull out of fur to line her nest for sleeping. The animal that I deal with that is the most dangerous for me isn't the local king snakes. It's the adult goat bucks. They're aggressive, hormonal, and far stronger than they look. Even Nigerian dwarf goat managed to shatter an adult volunteer's hand with a headbutt, so a small person like me has to be extra cautious while handling them. Once I had to bring a buck inside during the night, but it was pouring, so the hill that they lived on was swamped with mud. I grabbed onto the collar of a buck, and I was quickly flung, dragged behind him in the muddy manure as he booked it down the hill full speed. I grasped the metal on the fence with one arm to stop myself, and I soon found myself suspended, one hand on a fence and one hand on a running goat, on meanwhile using all my strength to keep from being kicked. After a while of struggling, I realized the only reason he didn't want to go back into the barn was because his favorite doe wasn't there. I let him go, and only after I led the doe in did he happily trot inside.